What is going on, YouTube? Happy New Year from all of us at Big Pine Sports. It is January 1st, 2021, and I wanted to hop on here and wish you all a Happy New Year and do a little bit of a recap on what happened in 2020. As you know, the nation went under totally disruption, the world, in fact, and it caused chaos in our industry for sure. We experienced a lot of ups and downs. We experienced a lot of hot sells. We experienced zero product at all. We're still seeing a hard time getting some parts and accessories. We're having a hard time still getting caught up on getting inventory in on time. But nonetheless, we have had the best year we have ever had in the existence of Big Pine Sports. Big Pine Sports was built in 1976, before I was even born. And this is the best year, 2020. It was the absolute best year this business has ever seen. What were some of the highlights that we saw this year? The KRX from Kawasaki was an absolute hit. We continued to sell Kawasaki's from January 1 all the way up until the last one, December 31st of this year. And they have been a phenomenal machine for us. You guys know that there is a big announcement coming in January with 3 new side-by-sides from Kawasaki, and everybody is stoked to see what's coming. We'll continue to sell KRXs at a rapid pace, and I cannot wait until we see what happens in January. In fact, we're even already taking deposits on those units, even though we have no idea what they are. Hit me up for more information about that. What else happened this year? Due to COVID, we saw an increase in new customers. For the first time ever, people came from all over the United States to purchase from Big Pine Sports that had never owned an off-road vehicle. Why? There was just nothing else for them to do, right? There was no cruising, there was no Disneyland, there was no trips, there was none of the things that most people were used to. And so what did they do? They decided to go and buy their first side-by-side, their first ATV, their first dirt bike, their first boat, their first RV. And nationwide product was gone almost overnight, it seemed. We had the same challenge here at Big Pine Sports. In fact, at one point in time, we did not have one new anything on the showroom floor. We filled the showroom with consigned used units because there was just nothing to sell customers, but we made the best of it, and we made it through that process of not having any product at all. The factories were closed due to COVID, and as the factories reopened, the nation was out of product. And so still to this day, January 1st, 2021, they're having a hard time playing catch up. There's been a lot of fun seen in those new people, the new customer that's coming into the off-road world. And as they've got out and experienced nature in the mountains and the dunes in Moab, it's sure been a lot of fun to see them glow with excitement. What other challenges have we seen? Getting parts, getting accessories, getting repair items has definitely been a challenge, not only for us, but for nationwide. We've done a great job keeping Big Pine stocked fully. There's been very, very few items that we've not been able to get. However, there are some of those. Our service department, the busiest it's ever been since Big Pine was established. Why? There again, nothing else for people to do. They're pulling all of their old machines out of storage, out of the barns, out of the garage. They've just not been using them for a while, and they needed carb jobs, they needed tires, they needed all of these things. So then what did we see? We saw things like tires becoming unavailable throughout the nation, and that was something that we never thought we would see. Carburetor parts and things like that became hard to get, and now we're kind of getting to the point where we're back on top of these things. But we've seen such a huge increase in the service department. It's definitely been a challenge on the techs. It's been a challenge on the service manager, the shop manager, and they're working through it. It's been hard for the customer. No customer wants to be waiting for their product when they're excited to get out and use it. They're not wanting to bring their machine in to be repaired and it taking weeks to get looked at and another couple weeks to get products. But we're doing the best we can with what we've got in the situation at hand. What other exciting things have happened? Yamaha launches the RMAX 1000, and Just like you, we have been stoked to have the RMAX 1000 here. We have sold a ton of them. We have a ton of deposits on them right now. We're waiting for more units every single day. Yamaha's not able to produce them as fast as the United States can sell them. It's such an exciting thing, but at the same time, it gets frustrating for the customer that walks in and wants to purchase a side-by-side today. So for all of you customers out there, thank you for being patient. It's been interesting as I've talked to a lot of other dealers nationwide. For the first time in their history, they're getting some negative feedback. They're getting negative reviews on Google, and it's been a challenge. A lot of the things are out of their control. The amount of time that it's taking to get parts, things that normally takes a day are now taking a month or even longer. So be patient with your dealer. Be patient with us. Be patient as you're out and about, working with your fellow man. It seems like everything gets blamed on COVID nowadays, and I'm not saying that there's a lot of truth to that, or I'm not denying that there's a lot of truth to that, but nonetheless, COVID takes the blame for a lot of things. It takes blame for not getting product here from overseas. It takes blame for the transition time or the transport time from point A to point B to C to D along the way. But in the end, I think people are getting used to it. I don't know that COVID is always the excuse. Well, it is the excuse, but I don't know that that's always the reason. But it is what it is, and we're definitely working through it. We have been able to get a lot of product in here towards the last quarter of 2020. We've been able to get semi-loads of KRXs in again. We've been able to get semi-loads of dirt bikes. We have had challenges of having snowmobiles this year. All of the new snowmobiles that we got in this year are already gone, and the season's just starting. We sold our rental fleet. We sold all the used machines we had. We're inviting customers to do the same with snow product as we did with dirt product. If you've got anything you want to sell, bring it in and we'll sell it for you for free. Just to have some product here to sell to the customer that walks in. We are working hard at keeping Big Pine stocked up. We're working hard at staying in good communication with our suppliers and with our customer. We're not perfect, but we are working hard to take care of you guys. Lastly, 2021. With as amazing as 2020 was, we have more announcements coming in 2021 than 2020 could have even touched. There are some very exciting things taking place, from new model launches to things that's going to take place here at the store to new categories we're getting into. Can't drop a whole lot in this video, but time will tell as we roll these products out. We're going to have our first announcement here in January. So be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I get calls all the time from you guys all over the nation, into Canada, Israel, all over the world, inquiring about the things we're talking about on Facebook. We get a lot of gratitude. We get some complaints. Everybody thinks I talk loud. Other people love that I talk loud. It's just the way that it is. But if you can do one thing for me for 2020, if you're watching our YouTube videos, if you could simply leave a comment, that would tremendously help me, help you, and we're all going to benefit better by this in the end. Let me get rid of a notification here. So please, you guys, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to commit at least one new YouTube video per day for 2021. That's going to be a challenge, but we are going to do a minimum of one new YouTube video per day. And we're going to bring you some exciting announcements. We're going to bring you some exciting products, and we are going to be the ones to be able to drop this information to you first. So be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all that you do for us. We appreciate all of the Google reviews. Our Google reviews have skyrocketed in numbers as we've been working not only with our local customer base, but as we've expanded our horizons and are reaching the globe. We do sell product all over. In fact, one of our biggest states right now, Kentucky. Good job, Kentucky and Pennsylvania. We're actually shipping more product into Kentucky and Pennsylvania than any other state right now. So thank you guys so much. Let's talk about Facebook real quick. So as you know, Facebook has exploded with content about the different segments that you're in. If you're a KRX owner, my guess is you're on Facebook and you're on one of the KRX groups. The awesome thing about those groups is you can get with like-minded people that have the same machine that you do and share ideas, share companies that you're working with, share things that work, share things that don't. If you're an RMAX owner, you're most likely part of the RMAX groups on Facebook. And I just wanted to thank you all so much for treating us so good on Facebook. Dropping Big Pine Sports, our phone number, tagging me in those things, throwing out my cell phone number. We really appreciate all of the efforts and the work you guys are doing on social media on our behalf, because in the end, yes, we do provide you with a price that nobody else is touching on things like warranty, your KPP on your Kawasaki, your YES on Yamaha. As you're throwing out your Arctic Cat Alpha 1, getting a warranty, extended warranty on that Alpha 1. We're taking care of you on these things, and we're seeing the love back as you're sharing our platform, our Big Pine Sports, Ruthless Motorsports, Jared Livingston tagging all of us in these things sure helps a lot. And lastly, to close out this video, how could I not express gratitude for the amazing employees we have here at Big Pine Sports? Without them, we could not be what we are today. From the service guys to salesmen to secretaries to service writers and all these things, we actually have the best in the business, bar none, and we could not do it without them. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for everything that you're doing for Big Pine Sports. We do things a little bit differently around here, as you know. We take care of the customer. We treat them like a person and not a number, and we do the same thing with our employees. Some fun facts about employees here at Big Pine Sports. Jared Shelley has been here for nearly 28 years. And as you call in, most likely when you ask for Jared, they're going to say, which Jared are you after? And the easy way is Jared the owner, Jared the service manager. That's the easiest way to decide who you're getting to. But without Jared, this business would not even be close to what it is today. I have never seen such dedication in a human being in my life than Jared Shelley. So thank you so much for all that you do. Also, as we talk about the guys in the service department, our guys in the service department do more for this industry than anyone else I see on YouTube. They're willing to get on YouTube. They're willing to share their experience. They're willing to talk to you guys as you call in and have questions about the heated seats in a Wildcat XX. They'll talk to you. They'll take the time to spend time with you and help you understand what works best for your product. The people that are answering the phones, our Ruthless employees, everybody that's doing all of these things to assist you guys is hands down the best in the business. Some other fun facts. We actually don't even have a printed schedule here at Big Pine Sports. Our employees work whenever they want. If they want to take time off, great. If they want to work overtime, great. We do not print a schedule here. They simply work when they want to work. If they don't feel like coming in work that day, want to spend time with their family, they do it. We've got a lot of freedom around here. It's been a lot of fun to see the store grow. It's been fun to see the employees grow. It's been fun to see our customer base grow. And 2020, dang. Like I say, what a year. It had ups, it had downs. It's still twisted into the mix of what's going on in 2020. But in the end, it was a phenomenal year for us, and just wait to see what's coming in 2021 here at Big Pine Sports. The announcements are going to be rolling out quickly. There are some things that are going to take some time to let out, but it's coming, and it's going to come here in 2021. So pay attention to that. And if you guys have any feedback for us, we'd love to hear anything you've got to say. Feel free and post up in the comments below. We read those as often as we can. Feel free and call us, 435-427-3338. Check us out on the web at bigpinesports.com, ruthlessmotorsports.com, or text me. 435-851-3637 is my personal cell phone number. If I don't happen to answer or respond to a text immediately, I'm just with another customer, and I'll call you as soon as I'm able. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate my staff, and I appreciate YouTube for allowing us to have a platform that we can share with people all over the world. And with that, happy 2021, you guys. Let's all be in this together. Let's have each other's backs. Let's make this a very successful, positive year in every industry. And if there's anything I can do for you, hit me up. Have a good night, everybody, and more fresh content to come as soon as tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.